change mainly arose over 100 years ago during the Industrial Revolution. Due to the Industrial Revolution, many humans began burning large amounts of coal, oil, and natural gas to power homes, factories, and automobiles. This created large emissions of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, which is the main cause of climate change. The most evident changes are higher temperatures, more droughts, wilder weather, less snowpack, increased ocean acidity, and rising sea level. However, the main effects of climate change in California are increased droughts and floods due to a decrease in rainfall.
As you can see, San Francisco is experiencing a very enormous flood. It's visible right now that there's a lot of traffic jam and there's a lot of crashes occurring. And it's evident the amount of flooding had a huge impact on the San Francisco area. And right now, it is visible that they're trying to maintain the roads fixed. But as you can see, there's been a lot of damage because the flood is one of the worst we've had due to the amount of rainfall.
Floods are occurring more often and they are destroying communities. Floods usually occur when there are long periods of drought, and then one certain day, the rainfall just starts pouring down in a great amount. Furthermore, other effects of floods are capable of damaging telephone lines, which disrupt communication between people. Floods can also erode soil, which ruins crops and destroys agricultural lands. Just think about how that would affect Watsonville. What if our crops and lands were destroyed? How would the country receive its supply of strawberries, almonds, or tomatoes? If no action is taken to lower the impact of floods, more families will have to face the hardships.
It is evident from the map that as the months progress in 2012, the droughts are getting worse and worse throughout California. Also, in 2012 to 2013, the amount of snow in the winter was very low, and it was recorded among the lowest it's ever been since the past 100 years. And in the time from January 2013 through mid-February 2014, the rainfall amount was very low. As you mentioned, the topic today is climate change. Climate change, not only does it raise the temperature, but due to that, more moisture evaporates from the lake and all the water supply, which leads to droughts. As it was shown in the map previously, California is experiencing a lot more droughts nowadays, and it is also recorded that in mid-2013 through February 2014, the amount of rainfall we had was extremely low, since the climate change are getting worse and worse.
Okay, so on the topic of droughts in California, droughts are reducing our water supply. The reservoirs here in California that provide fresh water are already being affected by droughts. There is fewer amounts of water in the reservoirs, and it is predicted by NASA scientists that by next year, California will run out of clean, drinkable water. What would happen to us if we had no more drinking water? So as I have previously mentioned, water is running out in California. And this may have a really great impact on agriculture. California does grow several temperature-sensitive specialty crops, which means that increased temperature may make regions that currently grow these crops unviable. Also, the Central Valley in California produces a significant amount of the nation's food. So this means that crop failure could impact the food supply and the price of food. Climate change has dramatically gotten worse over the years, but it is not too late to make a difference.
Simple things like washing your cars less, taking shorter showers, and watering your lawn or plants less all contribute to lowering of climate change.
Simply being aware of the effects of climate change and taking action makes a difference.
Do not underestimate your capabilities, because in order to see a change, you must take action.
Nothing is more terrible than ignorance in action. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe.